Well, I have a stepchild who is gone through this. 1 week she's a boy, and the next week she's a girl.
Really?
Yeah. But if we run out and have to do all this stuff, well, my goodness me, she's all over the place.
All right. So can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
So what do you do? What do you do as a parent if you've got a child who is confused?
First, you love your kid.
I don't know if I want to say confused.
It's
I don't
very
know
much
what
a
to
confusion.
Say. All right,
It's
go
confusion.
ahead. You want to love your kid. Sorry.
You love your kid,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you realize that 30 years ago, our age group, bulimia was a thing, right? Anorexia, cutting was a thing. Yeah. That's all gone away now. Now it is this.
People still do it. People still have that.
But nothing like this. This is the new thing where people are confused and they're angry. They all have adolescent. They're going through times with their body. They're not happy with it. By the way, that's every teenager, minus the one or two people that were like, there was always a person in your school, like, she's a grown woman, that's a grown man. Why are they at our school? But at the same time, if we ran out and just decided, hey, you know what? At some point in time, we're just going to let anybody do whatever they want to do. And you find out that so many of these kids, the confusion is they're looking for something else because they're unhappy with their lives. And that isn't going to change their unhappiness.
Yeah.
And if I was to let, like Jack wanted to be a fire engine when he was 4 years old for like a year. Not a fireman. He wanted to I wasn't going to go out and take, strips of steel and put it to him. She felt like she wanted to be a boy. And then she didn't want to be a boy. And then she did. And there's confusion. But there were so many people out there. You have to give her gender-affirming care or else you don't love her.
And gender-affirming care would be what?
Well, let's start, first of all, with, for a while, I want to remove my breast. That's not happening.
No.
No, I want all of these hormones. No, it's not happening.
You're talking about a teenager.
You're
a teenager.
She just turned to be a teenager. Yeah, like when this stuff happened. But she has gone from one spectrum, if you will, to the other side already again. And so had people who have run out and made that decision. And a lot of that was peer pressure. You could hear it from her friends who are also going through some stuff. All of them had some certain issues. And it was a very tough thing to listen to because she was being pushed and they were pushing each other and they were all a hot mess. As young teenagers are, by the way.
It's such a difficult issue.
It is.
And because when I think about someone who feels that they're transgender, like, I don't think any child would want that for themselves. This is a tough life that you're picking.
But
you know what I mean? But for me, there's like two scenarios. You really do believe you were born in the wrong body, right? You really do. Like, I don't know, you're 13 and you're like, listen, there's no way that I'm a boy. I totally feel like a girl. Okay, I don't understand that, but maybe there's something to it. Now, what you talked about, the peer pressure is something that's totally different.
And that's the big thing right now.
Who would want to peer pressure a girl into becoming a boy?
You've got a lot of activists out there that are pushing this.
Yeah, but how does your activist get to your kid?
Because through schools, in particular, not these, but through schools and also through social media and things like that, where they want to push and push and push because this is what they really think should happen.
See, but confusion when you're a teen is normal. Because when you're going through, all your hormones are going all over the place. One of the things that a lot of boys talk about, they wonder if they're gay.
Yeah.
But they've never kissed a girl. Their bodies are changing, and they're like, I don't know. I don't really know what I am. Like, there's this 1% of you that thinks, am I gay? When you're a little kid.
Yeah.
A lot of boys think that way. And then they grow up, and most likely they're probably not.
But could you imagine if that point in time, though, we're like, nope, you got to be gay for the rest of your life.
No.
There's no choice. And that's what has to, because the difference is physically, the things they're doing to these kids, what they're giving them is not good.
But do you think your daughter is just like, I'm just trying to figure out my stuff?
Well, yeah, I think there's a portion of that.
Or do you really think that she believes I'm a boy?
No, I think there's more.
You don't believe that?
No, and part of that is also she's on the spectrum, and she's gone in 3 different directions. Well, if you really feel that way when you're 15, you'll feel that way when you're 19.
18.
And you can make a decision that you feel right for you at that point in time.
No decision should be made, at least in terms of a surgical procedure, before 18.
Yeah.
Never.
Because you're altering stuff. And if you're a young woman, I'm here to tell you, and a young boy, They're not coming back from this.
No.
Go see the stuff and go see the people that are coming out talking about it now, where they're like, I should never have been in this situation. I was going through mentally so many things. And all of a sudden, you guys are handing me hormones thinking that my life was going to be better. And all I did was made it worse.
I don't know. How do you do this as a parent, though? Are you just patient with your wife?
Oh, you're totally patient. Yeah.
You got to be patient.
Yeah.
And
you got to be patient. And
do you have like a deep conversation with your daughter saying?
We try to. Plus, she's on the spectrum, which doesn't, getting deep at times is a little bit tougher.
It's tough.
But she's amazing and she's credible.
Right.
But, at the same time, it's,
Does she dress differently from day to day?
No, she dresses like she's a goth person. She kind of always has.
Like a what?
Like a goth.
A little gothy?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little gothy.
I didn't know that was going on in your house.
Yeah, the gothy stuff?
No.
No.
The other stuff.
So, no, but at this, again, I love her to death. She's my daughter, and I love her. And if she feels like this at 21, I'm behind her.
Right.
But you've gone in 4 different directions in the last 6 months. If we had chosen one of those and your life was going bad because you're already having issues, what does that do at that point?
So in your house, we're not choosing right now. We're letting you figure it out. And later in life, we're going to either, we're going to back you up on whatever decision you make.
Yeah. And
that's
I think,
tough.
and that's what you do. But the peer pressure thing is the thing to me.
I don't get
which
that.
is, and that's one of the big things.
Are you
where
saying a kid is peer pressuring?
Other kids.
I don't get that.
And you're getting so much of that now in schools.
Kids peer pressuring.
Other kids. They don't want to be the only ones that do it, I guess.
I don't know. Because I would think that if someone were to peer pressure me when I was 13, they said, listen, you need to be a girl. I'd be like, no. But
you might have had a better chance at ladies, but,
maybe.
But, no, I mean, that's a different kind of peer pressure. We used to worry all the time about drugs. Don't get sucked into drugs, right? Kids peer pressuring you. It's different now.
You're comparing drugs to, like, what sex you are now?
Yeah, but that's what that's how hard this peer pressure is.